Hey world, welcome to 9 Minutes Motivation at 9 a.m. I am Deepak here and my life is beautiful and I stay on top of it because I work as worship. So there was this disciple who went to his master, his guru, and said, uh, I'm going for a pilgrimage for 1 month. I want to visit all possible places of worship and ashrams and finish this 1 month of pilgrimage. I just want your blessings. The master was very amused because you already have a guru, you're already living in an ashram, and you still want to go for a pilgrimage. Said, for what you want to go? Said, I want to uh, purify myself and all the things. Guru was even more amused, thinking, already have you already have a guru in your life. You're already living in such a beautiful place in my aura. Why you would want? But then masters are masters. They have their own very strange, witty, beautiful, crazy ways of teaching disciples. Disciples will never understand the ways of the master. So master said, okay, all the best. My blessings are there. My grace is with you. And he hands over one Karela, bitter gourd, to the disciple and say, wherever you go, make sure wherever you touch your forehead and meditate, whatever you do, you also keep this Karela there, bitter gourd at the feet of that god or that deity or that Guruji or wherever you go. Let also it have in pilgrimage. Disciple said, what kind of request is this? Okay, no problem. He takes the bitter gourd, keeps with him, and goes for a 1 month of pilgrimage. Goes to different places of worship and goes to different ashrams, meets different gurujis, and a lot of experience happens to him. And he comes, and wherever has been told by his guru, as master, he keeps the Karela also, the bitter gourd also at every places where he went. And after he comes back, he says, Master, I come back and I was a wonderful journey of 1 month. And this, I said, already forget. Show me the Karela. I want to see the bitter gourd. And he gives the bitter gourd. I said, now do one thing. Can you make a dish out of it? Can you cook it for me? Disciples, yeah, why not? I have learned a lot of new different delicacies, and with bitter gourd also I can try something for you. So he goes and makes a dish out of bitter gourd, and master takes the dish of bitter gourd and tastes and says, it is so bitter. Disciple says, what do you mean bitter? Bitter gourd is supposed to be bitter. Karela to kadwa hi hota hai. I said, no, but you went for 1 month of pilgrimage for purifying all this thing, and this Karela also went along with you everywhere. So as much as you think you have purified and you have uh, gone through whatever you have gone through, Kerala should also would have gone through some changes in life, right? It should also become a little more pure, little more softer, little more sweeter. Don't you think so? Disciple said, Master, what are you talking about? A Kerala cannot change its nature. It is supposed to be bitter. And Master said, yes. If you change your nature, you can change your nature anywhere. But what is important lesson to pick up for you or me is this. What Master wanted to try to explain to that disciple was this. After going for 1 month of pilgrimage, nothing about you is changed. The quality of your being, the thought process, the emotions, the feelings that you have, if that is not outgrown of lower emotions or negative emotion or bad emotion, if your thoughts have not purified, your heart is not purified, your body is not become better out of pilgrimage, then you and me are like Karela only. Because the Karela will not change its nature. No matter where you put, you only can keep it in a sweet water for days together, except on the top layer. And after some time, even that, if you wash it off, it will again become bitter only. You and me are not vegetables. You and me are not animals. Animals can't change the nature. Vegetable plants can't change the nature. Bitter gourd is supposed to be bitter gourd, and it will continue to remain a bitter gourd. It will always taste bitter. Human beings alone have this amazing grace of life, where just by sheer awareness and efforts and by willpower, we can change our nature. Bitter gourd was bitter, is bitter, and will remain bitter. Honey was sweet, is sweet, it will remain sweet. They can't change their nature. That is their very nature. Very nature of human being itself is we can change our nature. You can be born into a non-vegetarian family, you can become vegetarian and you can die vegan. You can be born into a vegetarian family, you can become non-vegetarian and then you can become actually cannibal also. We can change our nature. In this part of the world, India, so many amazing religions, so many amazing practices that happen. And I always wonder after 1 month of namaz, 1 month of Ramzan or Rosas that they keep, and then in Jainism, 4 months of Chaumasa, and in Hinduism, every week, every day, some fasting is there, some puja is there. Now Shravan Masa is started, and then again people will not smoke and drink and may not have non-veg liquor in the entire month of Shravan. Different places, different practices. What I wonder is, after so many years and years of this fasting practices or religious practices or this ritual that we do, at the end of it, if we are not transformed, if we are not purified, if we are not evolved, if we are not outgrown, if we are not grown, I think then what are we doing? Then it's like you and me, like Karela, visiting every possible place of worship, every possible feet of every guru, and still nothing has changed because a Karela cannot change its nature. A bitter God cannot change its nature. It remains bitter all the time. And if you and me also, through all this beautiful religious practices that has been offered in every possible religion across the world, if we are doing it from our childhood, even if it was made compulsory for all of us, and at some point of time you realize the importance of it, and by today by choice you do those religious practices or rituals or whatever uh, things you have done. For example, I've seen when you go on a diet plan for 3 months to 6 months, there's a visible change in the body. You start working out and there's a visible change in the body. You start any kind of meditation processes and there is a very visible transformation seen. Then why is it so many of us, and then majority of people in the world, practicing their religion, their rituals so religiously, then why is there no transformation very visible in most of the people? Very few people might be. I can't deny. I don't deny that. Which means, are we missing on something? You going through pilgrimage is not important. The pilgrimage should go through you. You go through that spiritual experience is not important. That spiritual experience should go through. You go through going through fasting experience is not important. That should go through you, and that purifies you, that cleanses you, that makes you into a better human being. If after 1 month of pilgrimage, if the disciple has not transformed, evolved into a better person, more pure, more compassionate, and not got those divine qualities, then there's no difference between a Kerala doing a pilgrimage and an individual doing a pilgrimage. It makes no sense. My dear friends, we are not vegetables that we can't change our nature. We are neither animals who can't change their nature. They're born like that, they will live like that, they will die like that. They can be born to a nature, they can live another nature and choose to die some another nature, and that's possible. With that belief, let's start this beautiful, wonderful day together. Here we go. I believe I believe I can. So guys, go get set and grow.